Alrighty, so we have the weekend sales here. We have 24 orders for $500. A pretty good weekend. They just kept rolling in. Seems like we sold a lot of VHS, but we're going to go over these real quick. And we'll start off with this just rolled in after we pulled everything. We got this love story with Ryan O'Neal. This one sold for $9.99 plus shipping. Next we have the Backyardigans. This one sold for $39.99. So an interesting thing about this, I think we paid like 80 cents for this one. But it was made in 2006, so that is why this one is kind of rare. You don't get many movies that are 2006. Next we have One Crazy Summer. This one sold for $12.99. This does have John Cusack, Demi Moore, and the Bobcat Goldthwait. This one we got from the lady that sells media to us. In the next town over. This one's actually in pretty good condition. The last one we had was a little beat up. But yeah, that's a good sell. Up next we have the Beatles, Yellow Submarine. We sold that one for $17.49 to a repeat buyer. That came from our big CD DVD buy. Next we have a Ron's VHS. This is the one where we got a lot of free VHS from Ron. And it's called I Like It Like That. It's not a movie that we've ever heard of or seen again, but it does have Rita Moreno in it. And this one was pretty decent, $14.99. So here we have Greg Kinnear and Dear God. So we had this movie for a very long time when we first started selling VHS, and I think it was on a 60% discount, and it sold for $1.60. So not very good. It was to a repeat buyer, so that's cool. I think in the end we make like 85 cents on this, so we might have been better off just throwing this in the yard sale pile. But it is a sale. We have Aladdin. This one is sealed. It came from the big CD DVD buy. And let me check what this sold for. I think it was around like $16. So they sent an offer and I looked it up and I seen that it was we have Aladdin. It sold for $16. This came in on an offer. We had it listed at $24.99. They sent an offer, and I looked it up, and I said, "Oh, that's a pretty good price. We'll take it." But yeah, this one is pretty clean, and it's pretty awesome looking. Really good quality. We have Excalibur. We got this when we went to Reno. And I think we went to the St. Vincent thrift store, and they had a bunch of like, night movies or whatever you would call this, medieval times. Up next we have Cruzado's Bed of Lies. I believe we sold this for $4.99. This was on an offer. We got this on a big buy over the internet. We've been doing all right. Up next we have Float Sim and Jet Sim. Somebody was saying that this was like some characters from a show. I don't know, but this cover is pretty outrageous. But yeah, I think we got this from a thrift store for like 50 cents or something. It sold for $41.99. So you gotta look out for those weird, unique titles. Up next is this Spanish cassette. We sold this for $24.99 to a repeat buyer. I've said this many times, the Spanish cassettes can do very well. We have Short Circuit. Everybody loves Short Circuit. This is one my girlfriend just picked up recently for, she paid 30 something bucks for a big old box of media. and it sold for $8.99. So yeah, Short Circuit, it can do well. You'll see numerous different variations of this release, but it is a cool movie. Alright, now we're going back to the beginning here. We have Ghostbusters. This one here, we paid, I think, $1.25 for it at the thrift store. And let me see what it sold for. It sold pretty well. Alright, there we go. Ghostbusters. I think it was $28.99. $29.99. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see here. This one is Hot Water Music Forever and counting. We sold this one for $13.99. This is the one where my girlfriend picked up a bunch of CDs, and we've done pretty decent on these ones. There's a lot of like punk ska music in there. Vaughn Williams. We sold this for $14.99. We have a lot of classical, and we've been working on listing those here and there. We have Passion's Peak. What's this say? Kelly McCarthy, Scarlett Johansson. But this one sold for $26.99. So that is a pretty good VHS sale. As you can see, it's like an erotic thriller, so those can do well, but there's a lot of them out there. And then we have someone bought a lot of 2 CDs of Bruce Cockburn. This sold for $9.90 plus shipping. So this came from our big CD DVD buy. We have a lot of CDs that aren't sealed, and a lot of times when we're going through there, they'll be the same artists with a lot of their releases. This also came from that buy. This is the Latin Playboys. We sold this for $7.50. We have Off-Road Wars. We sold for $9.50. We have about 10 or 15 copies of this we got from Felix. So Felix is coming through again. You know, there's not much Felix sells in here, it looks like. Just that one. But pretty cool. Alright, well, next page here. We have Willie Nelson, Stardust. This sold for $9.09. So if you do know this album, you know, one day I was putting on this album. I had never listened to it, and I went and told my girlfriend, I said, this is a beautiful album. So if you don't know it, give it a listen. Willie Nelson does really well on this CD, or this album, and I really enjoyed it. You know, they did have his birthday concert recently, so maybe that's why this might have got some play, but this is a great album. But this one sold for $9.09. Up next we have Grind. This is a later on release movie. It does have Adam Brody in it. This is like a skateboarding movie from 2003. We sold for $11.49. This came from our big storage buy where the lady was selling off all her brother's stuff because she said he went crazy. And they had his storage unit for like 10 years. Up next we have El Inocente, Pedro Infante. We sold this for $9.99. We got this one from Reno. So yeah, you know, we don't find any Spanish language movies, but if we do, we'll pick them up and give them a try. We have Flypaper with Patrick Dempsey and Ashley Judd. We have had this movie for quite a long time. It sold for $10.99. And last movie is, last item is a 45 Nina 99 red balloons. So that one sold for $7.99. So we had quite a bit of stuff here, and it's going to take a little bit of time to ship, but it's a pretty good weekend. A lot of people say that the sales do better after Christmas because people are buying what they want or got gift cards or something. But yeah, we did pretty well. You know, we did do a recording of pulling some of these items, so we will make a video on that, and you will be able to watch some of these items get pulled. Alrighty, thank you.